Welcome everyone back to another Destiny 2 video. Bungie released a trailer today which showed a bunch of news for Season of Opulence. So this video is going to be a brief description of all the news that they released today. So let's go ahead and dive right on in. Season of Opulence launches June 4th. And on June 4th, the raid, which is Crown of Sorrows, and also the new 6-man activity called the Menagerie will drop. We're also going to be getting 2 exotic quests, which we'll get into later in the video. And we will also be getting Solstice of Heroes starting July 30th. Moments of Triumph will also be starting July 9th. And a kind of new activity that we don't know a lot about called Tribute Hall will also be launching July 9th. So getting into the Menagerie, it's pretty much the bulk of the information. The Menagerie is the new 6-man activity. It will have a normal and a heroic version. If you're doing the normal version, you will be able to, it will have matchmaking, so you won't have to have a pre-made fire team. But after the first month, after it cycles through all the bosses, it will release a heroic version, which you will actually need a pre-made fire team. But it actually should have a good bit of replayability, because it seems like there's enough bosses, and you also have that heroic mode. Something interesting about the Menagerie, too, is that you can actually choose what gear you want. So I'm thinking it's kind of like how the Reckoning is, where you have your synthesizer and you put in, let's say, motes or I don't know, like totems or something to get, and then you choose which armor piece you want to drop. So that's pretty cool. We've never really seen anything like that besides with the forges, to where you can choose what you want your armor drops to be. So I think that's going to be really good, and I'm really excited that they're adding heroic in, because that might mean that they're adding heroic versions into the raid. They also broke down some of the armor drops that we'll be getting, and they're bringing back a few exotics from Destiny 1. Kefri's Sting is one of them. You also have potentially the Twilight Garrison if you look on the top right. Now, we don't know if this armor is from the raid or from the Menagerie, because both will have their both activities have their own armor drops. So we're not exactly sure, but the armor looks good. It kind of is a reskin of previous Destiny armor, but I think overall it looks good. So getting into the 2 exotic quest lines that we have, there is one that is free for everyone, which people are thinking will be the Truth, which was the rocket launcher from Destiny 1. This is actually a really good rocket launcher. The tracking on it made it overall one of the best rocket launchers in the Crucible, I would say. And then a bunch of people are theorizing and speculating that the Lumina will be the exotic quest line for annual pass holders. Now, we don't know a lot about the Lumina. I think it personally might be like the pretty much another name for the Thorn, or I'm sorry, for the Rose, which is the Uncorrupted Thorn. And if you saw in the armor screenshot, this gun highly resembles a fan favorite from Destiny 1, the Eyes Luna, so we might be seeing that come back in some form or another. But yeah, guys, not only that did they release all that armor, Bungie actually released the Pinnacle weapons. So if you look at this graph here, you have the Revoker for Crucible, the Wendigo for Vanguard, and the Hush for Gambit. So we're finally getting a sniper for Crucible Pinnacle weapon. Looking into the Revoker, it's probably gonna be a 140 sniper. Missed shots are returned to the magazine after a short duration. Definitely a so-so perk. I wish they would give a perk that rewarded you for getting a kill, maybe increase handling on it, something so on. But we'll definitely see how it goes. The Wendigo Orbs of Light increase blast radius and damage. This could actually be really good in PvE. Grenade launchers after the buff have definitely had their chance to shine. I think they're overall good guns. And then getting into the Gambit Pinnacle weapon, the Hush. Hip-fired precision shots give a massive draw speed bonus. So this is pretty much, you pull while you're shooting from the hip, and then you can pull to get the final shot off and kill someone when you're aiming down the sight. So looking at the roadmap, pretty much covered everything for Season of Opulence. Like I said, we don't exactly know what the Tribute Hall thing is yet, but I'm sure, or they might have announced that and I just haven't seen it yet. So we're not exactly sure what that is, but like I said, the 2 exotic quests are the Truth and the Lumina, which I'm really excited for. We have the Raid and the Menagerie, the normal version of the Menagerie, dropping on June 4th. So that's the day the DLC comes out. I'm not sure when the Menagerie is going to open, if people are going to have to beat the Raid first before you go in there. They showed us the armor sets, which we don't know if they're from the Menagerie or from the raid, because both will have their own unique sets. But I'm really excited, guys. It's not that I didn't enjoy Season of the Drifter, I'm just not a fan of Gambit. So I'm sure a bunch of people are very excited for Season of Opulence to come around. I know everybody I play with is very excited. So if you guys found the video helpful, please be sure to leave a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button for more Destiny 2 content, and as always guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.